Welcome to Kyle Field in College Station, Texas. Early season momentum at stake here as we have a Week 2 clash here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Arizona State Sun Devils and the Texas A&M Aggies. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
When you walk into Kyle Field in College Station, Texas, it is so dynamic. From the traditions, the cheering, the crowd in unison. It is straight up and down of electric Aggie pride. This is one of the most unique places you can ever watch a college football game, and we expect it to be just as loud and energetic here today. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Sun Devils will kick off first, and here we go. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Aggies offense has the ball first today. And here comes Marcel Reed. Has for more than 350 yards and 3 touchdowns in his last game. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Owens. There he goes. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone.
Makes the catch, and he's free. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Throwing Reed. Complete. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
And I think one of the secret sauces from a year ago for A&M was Craver and Concepcion. They were the best 1-2 punch in college football as far as playmaking receivers. Guys that could catch it short and take it long. Now you bring in Horton, who comes over from Alabama. This receiving core now, can they continue to grow? Can the passing game get better, Palmer, and take that next step?
Well, the good news is you still got Marcel Reed throwing the football, right? A guy with tons of experience and a guy who's made a lot of big plays throughout his career. So you bring in Horton, who comes over for Alabama. Big physical guy who can make plays down the field. Craver can take a hitch route, 80 yards, and score. Still a really good 1-2 punch, and this Aggies offense, especially the passing attack, still going to be tough to stop.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. Tries to get it on the ground. They get it on the ground, but not before he keeps his opening drive alive with a 4th down conversion.
I'll tell you, it didn't matter the defense. They probably knew this was RPO, but at the end of the day, they couldn't stop it. This offense right now just being way too physical up front.
A&M comes back out with another first down. Running inside. It's Owens. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And that's not a surprise who made that play. And this is just the opening drive, but we're going to hear his name a lot. He flies all over the field, shows up in the run, shows up in the pass. Big-time playmaking linebacker that every time you turn on the tape, you see him flying around.
On target.
Nice throw, nice catch. You know, I like when you work that slot and you throw that slant to him. It's an easier throw than throwing to a guy way out wide. A lot of times I find that matchup I want in the slot and I go attack it.
They'll come to the line for the 8th snap on this opening drive, facing a 3rd and short. Reed. Working the middle, it's complete. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
To the air, it's Reed. Shoots it to the left. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, I know that one falls incomplete, but as the head coach, you've got to still love what you've seen from your quarterback early in this game. He's been accurate, in a great rhythm. To start the game 4 for 5, that's pretty good.
11th play of this opening drive coming up at this one. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. And that might be the edge of his range, but he had just enough. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Sun Devils offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And we get a look at Tyson Brown. Found the end zone a couple of times in his last game, just under 100 yards on the ground. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
I tell you, you got to have great timing on these out routes. The QB and receiver had that. Quarterback put it right out in front of him. Receivers just got to be able to make the play.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Back to throw, it's Boley. Bought a little time, lets it go. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
Hey, guys, this running back's not just catching checkdowns or swing routes. You can get him vertically down the field and let him go to work, especially when you get man coverage. Take advantage.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
And the Sun Devils right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Throws to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Harris. He goes out of bounds across the 25. Mark it at the 24 in this defense. Its head is spinning. The Sun Devils have their offense in high gear. Here's a quick throw out to the left.
We're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that 1st down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Red pass, it's complete. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that 1st down. Under fire. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And the kick is good, and guys, we have ourselves a tie ball game.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. Makes a move. He's got an alley. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Can't do it much better than that. Get the kickoff return, take it 98 to the house, and put a touchdown on the board. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Sun Devils offense makes its way onto the field. These two teams feeling each other out a bit, down 10-3 as they open this drive. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start on the ground with Brown. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. So now it's 2nd and long. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop it for no gain.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver, the different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Fires to the middle. And the deflection on 3rd down. How big is that? Forces a 4th down. And the Sun Devils send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He's got it. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Give to the single back. Breaks into the open. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They've got a first down here to open the period. They'll run it to the right. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Quarterback making adjustments. Keep it on the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one.
He's going to take a shot. It's an inside the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown!
offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Fires to the wideout. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And how about that? The dying breed of the tackling cornerback. You don't see those anymore. Everybody wants to be great in coverage. Everybody wants to get picks. But how many corners really want to get their face in the fan and make tackles? Nice job by that play.
Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. He's looking deep. He's got it along the sideline. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
And they're attacking the middle of the field. That's a big gain by the offense. And I know the big fella, I know it takes him a second to get going. But once he gets 8, 10, 12 yards downfield, those are big strides. And it's hard for people to keep up with them. Really nice job getting vertical. Nice play by the offense.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest. If you want.
Finding some room. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown ASU.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He wants to change this route. Reed. Caught over the middle. It's Owens. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that 3rd down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not that much.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big...
It's a fumble! It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it?
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Here's Reed to throw. Release to the back. Pulls it in. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And the Aggies have this offense rolling. Pulls it in. It's Craver. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And watch the offensive line. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. The Aggies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Motion from the back. The run inside. It's Owens. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks it. That's down.
And this offense, right, they are in a groove. They are in a rhythm, just finding themselves play after play. Everything they're dialing up right now is working. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm not changing a thing. I'm going to continue to do what I'm doing because this defense has had zero answers.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
Throwing Reed. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Bringing the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
He got it. And now the lead is even bigger.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity to create some momentum, cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Unloads to the wideout. Got a man. It's Miller. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up-tempo. Don't always have to get rid of it quickly if you have that type of protection and enough time for a receiver to run that slow-developing route.
No doubt. He comes across the field. There's going to be a time where he's going to be open. Nice job by the QB seeing it, delivering the strike with the great protection.
Wants to throw. It's Boley. Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Zings it complete to the right. Gets away from one, finds room. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Looking for the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Got 7 on that last completion. They might be able to take a shot on 2nd and 3. Looking to fire. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He throws back to the left. That could be risky. And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. Sometimes you're just too open.
Man, if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. Now the Aggies will use their last timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Wants to go right back downfield. Under fire. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. And it's first down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Fellas, welcome into our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. Let's get things popping this week with Kentucky taking on the number 12 team, the Alabama Crimson Tide. And it's Kentucky with the lead right now in the first half. This has been a good one, a battle of 1-0 teams. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back over to your game at Kyle Field. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first two quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at the home of the 12th man.
Texas A&M right. Get away to get the third quarter started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Holly, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
Coming out of the locker room at the half, the Sun Devils head coach told me something crucial. They are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team, somebody who could change a game with one route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Guys?
All right, Holly. First down, right back to Brown. Oh, he got loose. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. You count up those explosive plays in the game. Put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. This guy gets into the second level. Watch out. He can hit a home run.
Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Brown. Picks up the first down. Might have a chance. And he slipped through the crowd and he'll house it. Touchdown, Arizona State! Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just handing the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
He's out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. Quarterback empties his backfield. On the move. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football. He's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Running inside. It's Owens. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
And the Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Gets a hand in there and breaks it up. It's incomplete, but wait, there is a flag down on the play.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Caught in the backfield, it's Owens. Turning it on! He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Wide receiver going in motion. Nice move there. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game. And I think that was an example of what you saw right there.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
The Aggies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Eight-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Going to the run, it's Edwards. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Really nice job by this defense. First down was not successful. They get the 2nd and short, and those are the downs where they can be really aggressive on offense and take advantage. So you kind of don't know how to play it, but they did a good job playing the run, protecting themselves against the pass, and now forcing a 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Marcel Reed. It's complete on the right side. He's guided out of bounds at the 12-yard line. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Man, what a game this guy has been having, living in the opponent's backfield. Already has 2 sacks in the game, and now he gets a TFL. He is so athletic, so quick twitch, so slippery, they just can't block him.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, you wonder that time if the QB was just forcing that one over to his running back. He's already made some catches in this game. The defense is aware of that, though, and that time they had outstanding coverage. There was no way that was going to be complete.
They've methodically worked the ball down the field. 11th play of the drive coming up, but this one 3rd and long. Pocket breaking down. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. So here comes the field goal unit again. This kicker has already made 3 in this one. Splits the uprights. Good. And with that, they've taken the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job. Just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They send the tight end in motion. Off play action on first down. Fires to the tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. The 12th man, Warren standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. Again, it's Brown. Here's a little room there. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Illegal block.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. The Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. Now the play fake. He's got his man across the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Sun Devils, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Run in the red zone, it's Brown. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Could not make his way to the corner. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Dropping back, it's Boley. Rushes on him. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And he got it! They take the lead here in the 4th.
And I think I like the call, man. You got an opportunity to take the lead in the 4th quarter. Go for the kick. He executes it perfectly. Defense, now it's your turn. We got the lead. We got to get a stop.
He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Reed. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Listen, that's not going to go down as a big play, but he does a really good job turning a negative play into something positive. It's not a big gain, but it keeps you out of those negative situations that really makes you very predictable.
And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Enormous play coming right here. Third down, and this crowd is bringing down the house. Maybe some room. Headed to the end zone. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. They'll run with Brown. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting it.
Looking for the end zone. And he surges across the line. Touchdown ASU. That's his third touchdown of the game, and he just has 4 now on the season. And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the fourth. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
The Aggies offense will have another go at it. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. On the run, it's Owens. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Reed. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, and I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the fourth quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
On target. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short throw. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. And some great fourth down defense against the run.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
The run inside. It's Brown. This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and they're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had. Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. Rides to the back. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Dropping back, it's Bolin. A little release to the back. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
this was one of those unique situations in a game as a head coach. You're trying to feel the momentum, and what's your confidence in your quarterback? Because you've got fourth, you're in field goal range, but you've got the weapons to get one more completion and ice this thing. So do you kick the field goal or do you go for it?
Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. Defense has it. They're on the move. Inside the 40. He's inside the 40. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Aggies. The defense putting points on the board. And this is really a two-part equation, right? You have to get the score. They did that. Now they have to get the ball back by any means necessary.
Onside kick. They're going to need a turnover on defense. This is going to come down to someone doing something superhuman. We've seen it happen before, Reese. Will it happen again here today?
A gargantuan moment here as they try to tie it up late with the two-point conversion. Got his man into the end zone for the two-point conversion, and we are all tied up here in the fourth. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Sun Devils offense makes its way onto the field. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
All right, you're at a point in the game now where you've got to go. You need to get down the field and score points. I'm all for running the football, but in this part of the field, you've now got to start kicking it into overdrive, start taking some shots and gaining up some yards.
Yeah, and this offense knows what it's like. This is the 2-minute drill. We got to keep the pedal to the floor. Nice job getting the first down.
Throws it deep. Makes a deep grab. You know why he's piling up all these yards, David? Because the receivers won't let the ball hit the ground.
Do you remember that Jameis Winston game we called on a Thursday night? The ball didn't even hit the ground, did it?
It did not. 2 incomplete passes caught out of bounds. The Sun Devils will have it 1st and 10. DB's right up on the receivers. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Here's a give to Robinson. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout taken by the Sun Devils, their first of 3. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. To the air, it's Bowling. He'll pull it down and run. Oh, he didn't get past a marker before starting his slide, and now it's 4th down. Texas A&M will use its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. He's got it! And they surge on top here in the final minute.
You got to give this guy so much credit, man. It is so hard in practice to simulate the pressure that he just faced. Late in the game, seconds left on the clock, you have an opportunity to kick a field goal to put your team up late in the game, and he absolutely drilled it. What a moment for that young man.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Texas A&M's offense takes the field, ready to get this drive going. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Here's Reed to throw. Oh, they're after him. Crosses the 30. He's got away. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
Man, what a nice run by the QB. Great job exploding, getting upfield, and then smartly getting out of bounds. And, man, how hard is it to stop an offense with a guy at the quarterback spot that's so dynamic?
Looking to pass. It's Reed. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And I love that the QB understood, I'm going to put some stank on this. I'm going to throw it as hard as I can quickly, right when he's breaking out of that curl. Nice job getting it to him quick so he could get it.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Defense making the play. Hey, never hurts to pad the stats on D either, right? And they'll be able to run out the clock.
I just love the aggressive nature of this defense and understanding, hey, David, we need one play and this game is over. One takeaway finishes it, and they get it with the pick.
Yeah, and you do these situations all the time, right? You got the lead, the passing situations, you're playing the pass, and they play it beautifully, man. Drop back, great vision, break on the football, and they said, forget this. I'm into this game right now.
You sort of think that over the years you get immune to these types of upsets, but this one is a shocker that might go on the list of all-timers.
Dude, huge win. Like, you can't say enough about being a team with a considerable talent disadvantage. Like, you're the underdog for a reason. You go with, this is a top 10 team you're playing against. Like, everything says you shouldn't win, but Palmer, they came out and they absolutely took care of business.
Yeah, they showed up in the biggest moment. You got to give these players a ton of credit. They may not be as talented as their opponent, but this was a game and an opportunity that they took advantage of. They made the plays they needed to make. They put the rest of college football on alert with this win. This is one these fans will be talking about for years and years to come.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Palmer, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.